Good morning, dear students. In the previous class, when Bassanio appreciated Portia, saying that when Portia is there, even a dark night becomes like a full moonlight. In reply to Bassanio, Portia says, "Let me give light, but let me not be light. For a light wife doth make a heavy husband, and never be Bassanio so for me. But God sought all. You are welcome home, my lord." In reply to Bassanio, Portia tells that she is not a light. Let me give light. She says, I am not a light, but I want to become light for my husband. That is for Bassanio. She says, a good woman or unfaithful lady always makes sad to her husband. The lady who teases her husband, or the lady who is not very faithful to her husband, makes him very sad. And Portia says, and never be Bassanio so for me. So she does not want to make Bassanio sad at all. She says, no, at no cost, I want that Bassanio should be sad because of me. And she says, let God decide, sort all. Let God decide whether who is going to be faithful and who is going to be not faithful. At the same time, she says, you are most welcome to home, my lord. Bassanio replies, I thank you, madam. Give welcome to my friend. This is the man, this is Antonio, to whom I am so infinitely bound. Bassanio tells Portia, thank you, my beloved wife, for the welcome that you have given to me. Give welcome to my friend. Here is the man whose name is Antonio. To this person, I am very much indebted. I am very much indebted means Bassanio is very much indebted to Antonio, and therefore he is requesting his wife to give welcome to his friend Antonio too. Portia tells, you should in all sense be much bound to him, for as I hear, he was much bound for you. Portia tells to Bassanio, you should really be indebted to Antonio, because Portia had heard that because of Bassanio, Antonio was imprisoned. And Antonio immediately says, no more than I am well acquitted of. And Antonio tells to Portia, I am no more in the jail. I am not going to be punished. I have been already quitted, made free from all kinds of punishments. Then Portia tells, sir, you are very welcome to our house. She gives a most or very warm welcome to Antonio to her house. It must appear in other ways than words. Therefore, I scan these breathing courtesy. She says, I just don't want to welcome you with my words. It should be in other ways that you are welcome from the bottom of my heart. Therefore, she says, I stop these kind of polite words to use for you, to welcome you at our home. Graciano to Nerissa, he says, by yonder moon, I swear you do me wrong. In faith I have it to judge's clerk. Would he were dead that had it. For my part, since you do take it, love so much to heart. Now, as you know, Graciano and Bassanio, both of them had given their rings. One had given to the judge and another one had given to judge's clerk. And that judge was none else than Portia and clerk was none else than Nerissa. So therefore Nerissa was knowing that Graciano had already given the ring to judge's clerk or to Nerissa herself. And therefore, as soon as Graciano reaches Belmont, Nerissa starts fighting with him because she wants to know where is the ring. And in that situation, Graciano is telling or swearing by moon. He says, you are misunderstanding me. You do me wrong. You are thinking wrong about me. He says, you believe me. In faith I have it to the just clerk. He says, in faith you believe me that I have given this ring only to the clerk of the judge. Whereas Nerissa tells, no, you have not given the ring to the judge's clerk, might have given to a girl. Then in that painful situation, Graciano says, it could have been better that judge's clerk could have died. I could have not given him. At the same time he says, since you do take it love so much to heart, he says, since you are taking it too much, I mean you are making so much fuss of this ring, therefore it could have been better that judge's clerk could have been dead. In that situation, Portia says, quarrel? Oh, already? What's the matter? When Portia sees that Graciano and Nerissa already have started to fight, she asks, why you people are quarreling? What is the matter? In that situation, Graciano tells Portia actually what is the matter. He says, about a hoop of gold, a paltry ring that she did give me, whose posy was for all the world like cutler's poetry upon a knife. Love me and leave me not. Graciano says she is fighting for that silly golden ring which had no value. She had given to me, and on that ring there was an inscription written by a cutler's poetry, and on that it was written, love me and leave me not. I mean, love me till the end of your life and never leave me. And he says, that ring I have given to the just clerk, and therefore Nerissa is fighting for that ring. Nerissa says, what talk you of the posy or the value? Nerissa still gets more angry. She says, you are talking about the words that were written on that ring, and you are talking about the worth that ring had. You swore to me when I did give it to you that you would wear it till your hour of death, and that it should lie with you in your grave, though not for me, yet your word vehement oaths you should have been respective and have kept it. Nerissa says, you fellow, you had promised me when you put on that ring on your finger, you had told that you will never part from that ring till the hour of your death. She says that forget about me. At least you could have kept in mind the promise, the oath that you have taken. You should have been respective and have kept it. At least you should have respected your word. You should have respected your oath. You should have respected your promise. If you could have not respected my words. Gave it to judge clerk? No. God's my judge. The clerk will never wear hair on face that had it. Now Narisa is very angry. She is telling, you have given the ring to judge clerk? She says, God is my witness. If you have given the ring to that clerk, I pray to God that clerk should never have beard on his face till he is in his life remains alive. In that situation, Graciano tells he will, and if he live to be a man. Graciano tells since he is a man, therefore as he grows in age, he will surely have beard on his face. Narisa says, if a woman lived to be a man, now Narisa knows that clerk's judge was not a man. Therefore she is telling, suppose if a woman might have pretended to be a man, in that situation how the beard will come? Graciano tells, now by this hand I gave it to a youth, a kind of boy, a little scrubbed boy, no higher than thyself, the judge's clerk. So Graciano says, how it can be possible that man was not a man but a woman? He says, I swear by my hand, with this very hand I have given him the ring. He was a young boy, undersized, a little scrubbed boy, I mean undersized, not very tall. He says that he was not very taller than, even just clerk was not very taller than height of Narisa. He says he was equal to your height. That fellow, mean just clerk, had begged him, asked for him a ring as his fees. He says, I could not for my heart deny it him. So he says, since he had asked him to give the ring, though he was not willing, but at the same time he could not deny the ring to the just clerk. Then Portia interferes. She says, you were to blame. I must be plain with you. To part so lightly with your wife's gift, first gift, a thing stuck on with oaths upon your finger, and so reverted with faith unto your flesh. Portia says to Graciano, you should be blamed for it. She says, I am very plain, I am very straightforward to tell you that you are at fault. Your wife had given you the ring as the first gift or remembrance of your marriage ceremony, and with oaths, with promises, it was stuck on your finger. So therefore you should have never departed from that ring. Then at the same time she tells, I have my love, a ring, and made him swear never to part with it. And here he stands. I dared be sworn for him, he would not leave it, nor pluck it from his finger, nor for the wealth that the world masters. She says, see, I too have got my lover. I too have got my husband. I too have given him the ring. He too has made the promise that he would never part with that ring. And he says, look, he stands here. And she says, I am very sure that he would not leave it, he would not give to anybody this ring. He would not even take out that ring from his finger. Even the whole world's wealth is given to Bassanio, still he would not give his ring to anyone because that ring was given by Portia. Now, Faith Graciano, that word to me, I should be mad at it. She says, if Graciano, my husband, that is Bassanio, if he could have given my ring to somebody else, I could have been very angry with him. Should have been mad about it. Man, I'm getting very angry. I could have fired at him. Then Bassanio, when sees the face of Portia, immediately he goes one side and tells, why I were best to cut my left hand off and swear I lost the ring defending it. Bassanio tells to himself, it could have been nice if I could have cut my left hand and could have come here and spoken lies to my wife that somebody was trying to steal my ring, and in order to save it or defend it, my hand is cut. But घर का बेदी लंका ढाए, Graciano immediately tells, my lord Bassanio gave his ring away unto the judge that begged it and indeed deserved it too. And then the boy, his clerk, that took some pains in writing, he says, my dear lady, my lord Bassanio also has given his ring to the judge, and that judge had asked for that ring, and not only asked, he deserved it, because the judge had taken lot of pain to deliver or to free Antonio from the clutches of Shylock. And he says at the same time that clerk, that boy had taken lot of pain to write the deed. Therefore, when he gave to judge, that boy asked my ring, he begged mine, and neither man nor master would take aught but the two rings. He says neither the man was willing, my judge was willing, nor the clerk was willing. Both of them, they wanted only the rings, nothing else. And therefore, in that situation, we have given them the ring. Portia says, what? Ring gave you my lord? Portia immediately turns towards Bassanio and asks him, you too have given your ring to somebody else? Not that I hope which you received of me. She says, I hope that you have not given the same ring that I had given to you. Bassanio tells, if I could add a lie unto a fault, I would deny it. But you see, my finger hath not the ring upon it, it is gone. Bassanio is very much frightened of Portia. He says that I don't want to speak lies. I don't want to commit one more blunder. Neither I want to deny that I have not given the ring to the judge. He says, look at my finger. It is not there. This means I too have given my ring to the judge. Portia tells, even so void is your false heart of truth. She says, as you are so much liar, so also your heart is also full of lies. She knowingly does not believe Bassanio, because Portia and Nerissa, both of them were knowing that rings were very much with them. Only Bassanio and Graciano were not aware that they had given the rings to Portia and Nerissa. And Portia says, by heaven, I will never be your wife. She says that I will never be your wife until I see the ring. She says, I swear by heaven that I will never be your wife till you bring that ring back. And Nerissa also joins Portia. She says, nor I will be your till I again see mine. So Nerissa says, I too will not become Graciano's wife till he brings mine ring back. Bassanio tells, sweet Portia, if you did know to whom I gave the ring, if you did know for whom I gave the ring, and would conceive for what I have the ring, and how unwillingly I left the ring, when naught would be accepted but the ring, you would abate the strength of your displeasure. Bassanio tells, my sweet Portia, if you could have been knowing to whom I gave the ring, why did I give the ring, for what I gave the ring, and how difficult I found to depart with that ring, just it is because that judge was not willing to take anything else than that ring. So he says, because of that all these things I have given the ring. At the same time he says, if you really know the cause, if you know really valid reason, I am very sure by hearing all these words of mine, your anger has subsided. You have become much kind towards me. But Portia says, if you had known the virtue of the ring, or half her worthiness that gave the ring, or your own honor to contain the ring, you would not then have parted with the ring. Portia is not willing to forgive Bassanio. She says, if you had known the significance of that ring, or little bit of worth of that ring, or the person who had given you the ring, or not at least the person, not the significance of the ring, at least your own honor, because you were given that ring with lot of respect, you would have then not departed with that ring. Then she says that if you could have understood the significance of that ring, the person who had given you the ring, and the person with honor whom the ring was given, at least these things you could have kept in mind, you could have never given that ring to anybody else. She continues, what man is there so much unreasonable, if you had pleased to have defended it with any terms of zeal, wanted the modesty to urge the thing held as ceremony? Nerissa teaches me what to believe. I will die for it. But some woman had the ring. Is that what kind of man that fellow was, so unreasonable that he wanted to take only that ring? He told you could have defended it with a lot of passion. You could have told him, made him understand that this ring was a sacred ring. Ceremony means sacred, holy ring, because that was given on the marriage ceremony. She says, if you could have told that person could have been really reasonable, he could have not taken that ring. Then she says, Nerissa is right. She tells me, teaches me, and I believe too, that if I come to know that you have given that ring to any woman, I will die. I will not live, but I will surely end my life. So Portia and Nerissa thoroughly trying to persecute or make fun of Bassanio and Graciano, because rings are very much with Portia and Nerissa, and they are trying to fool them. Dear students, I hope you have understood Act 5, Scene 1 and Part 3 of it. We shall continue with the next class. God bless you. Have a nice and wonderful day.